So, okay, we have our segment. We'd like to give you what's the hottest products out there in equipment, apparel, etc. And, of course, the golf world's getting very high-tech lately, and GPS systems and applications on your smartphone are really the thing now in golf. And with us now is Jason Stoop, who's the managing director of the world's number one golf app right now. It's a product called VPAR, the letter V, P-A-R, VPAR. And Jason Stoop, welcome to NOLA Golf Academy.
Hi there, Charlie. Thanks very much.
Okay, I'm detecting the accent, Jason. I think you're coming to us live from the UK, so whereabouts?
That's right, I am. I'm actually to the south of London at the moment, Charlie. I sort of fleet between New York and London. Lots of time on the plane, unfortunately. But, yeah, I'm calling you from the UK right now. So it's a bit of an early morning for me at the moment. But thanks for having me on. It
sure is. Early morning, like prior to going to bed or just getting up? It's what, 12:30 there?
No, it's 1:30 in the morning. Haven't gone to bed yet. You know,
1:30, you haven't gone to bed yet. Okay, we'll try not to keep you up too late, but we really appreciate you joining us. And this app, I went to the website and I checked out all the features of VPAR. Give us a background on the company.
So what VPAR is, Charlie, is we call it the complete golf app, because it actually brings together all of the key elements that golfers require on the golf course, and we pull it into one place. So that actually includes live golf scoring, which I can explain in a bit more detail, full on-course GPS that you sort of briefly mentioned, score tracking, social networking, and a golf course directory of over 30,000 golf courses. So it brings all those elements together. So describe, okay. Sorry, carry on.
And okay, well, what the primary would you say that the primary feature use of this app, VPAR, would be the GPS system?
Well, actually, to be honest, bringing it back to the roots of the product, I'd actually say that live golf scoring was the element that I should explain in a bit more detail, because we actually came up with the concept of live golf scoring whilst on a golf outing ourselves, and it was one of those sort of moments I'm sure we all know very well, where we're standing on a par 5 in a competition or such like, and we weren't quite sure whether we should actually go for it or play safe, and it actually stemmed a discussion between me and my partners over the huge differences between the pro and the amateur games, because obviously the pros really know where they stand because they've got on-course leaderboards. They know what they need to shoot to get into the clubhouse as leader, whereas as amateurs, we kind of are told to focus on our game, you know, score our scorecard, get into the clubhouse and see what happens, which is obviously a huge difference, and it can change the way we play. So we were fortunate enough to have actually the tech capability within our team to prototype this kind of idea of bringing together on-course leaderboards in the palm of your hand. And so we then approached a number of clients with this idea, and they loved it. And that became the game changer for us, because we literally realized that using live golf scoring totally changed the dynamic on the golf course and the amateur golfer's experience. So, you know, we basically saw people getting as excited about avoiding last place on the golf course as they were fighting for the top spots on a golf outing. So, you know, that's really where it stemmed the discussion around the product. And we really wanted to bring this, well, what we feel is a very exciting sport, but it was about us being able to replicate what we call the Ryder Cup effect for the golfer on the golf course, and with the VPAR app we managed to achieve this. And then from there, Charlie, we actually realized that, you know, if we had this live scoring element, we actually needed to bring more than that to the table in order to make it compelling for golfers to use. So that's when we brought in all the additional rich functionality and the key features that you mentioned, the GPS functionality, you know, the score tracking, the social networking, and then this golf course directory. And we pulled those all together to create what we have as VPAR.
It seems to be a trend. Now, we have a large junior golf tour here in South Louisiana and across the Gulf of Mexico. It's called the Arrowhead Junior Golf Tour. We just got off the phone a few minutes ago with the executive director of the Hurricane Junior Golf Tour. So junior golf is very big in the southern part of the U.S., and I would see where your audience would be the junior golfers who probably don't spend much time without a smartphone in their hands and probably would be very comfortable with one on the golf course. So during this competition, I could see where not just the junior golf tours, but even a corporate event could have live scoring. That's pretty cool.
Absolutely, Charlie. I mean, that is a core element of our business. Before we actually were able to launch the application itself into the App Store, we had a product that was a tournament management service where the team would turn up with hardware on site, and that's still very much, the backbone of part of our business. We actually supply over 900 events a year across 20 countries, but 2/3 of these events are actually in the US because it's a key market for us. But that was obviously a stepping stone towards what is the app. But you're quite right in live scoring at amateur events, pro-ams, club championships, charity golf outings, very much a core part of our business. And, bringing one of these events, the experience to one of these events is obviously very exciting, having the live scoring element, but then also that activates the online channel as well. It enables these events to have live scoring online, which opens them up to a huge audience, whether it's an amateur junior golf tour or whether it's a corporate golf outing itself.
Our guest is Jason Stoop. He's the managing director for the #1 golf app in the world. It's called VPAR, the letter V, P-A-R. And yes, the leaderboard capability is very strong, Jason. Now, would each player, as they have their app, and do they basically use their smartphone? Is there a scorecard? So when I'm done with the hole, do I just pick up my smartphone and I enter my score, and then it's picking it up at Score Central and feeds it to the rest of the field?
Absolutely. So we designed and developed VPAR with usability very much in mind, because we realized if you're sort of replacing a scorecard, it had to be simpler than reaching into getting a pencil and paper. So literally, you just touch your name on the screen, up pops the calculator, you enter the gross number of shots you've taken, and then hit next hole, and that sends all the information back to the server and then back over to the leaderboard, so everyone can then see in real time where they. So really, there's only one device needed per tee time to link all the scores together. However, everyone in the group can use a device; just one is allocated to scoring. So the others can use the GPS functionality. They can also view the leaderboard, but one of the devices is allocated to the scoring device. But it does only need one device per group to have the experience.
Now we have some other features that on this VPAR app, and that is as you go along and you're playing your round of golf, you can basically keep your stats. You can add in your greens in regulation, even your if you hit the fairway, number of putts, and then come back and review your performance, can't you?
Absolutely. We feel technology is now, you mentioned it earlier, Charlie, that technology is becoming more and more integrated into golf every day. And our belief is that amateurs will simply not be using scorecards in 3 years' time. The question is, why would there be so much information at fingertips? Because entering these simple stats, you don't have to be tracking all of the rich functionality, although you can. But even just entering your score provides you with such rich information about your game and how you can improve your game post-round. So, they can enter their score. It reports the stats on them, number of net pars, birdies, etc. And you can work out how you're scoring, on the longer and the shorter holes, etc. And see what you need to focus on to improve your game. The score tracking is certainly a key part of the app itself. As well as the on-course GPS. Obviously, there are many golf GPS apps out there, but with the likes of VPAR or with the app itself, we felt that you wouldn't want to have a GPS app and then go and do the score tracking and then also go and use live scoring or social networking. So that's why we brought all those items together.
Now you can also use the VPAR application as you're going along through not only to keep your score and send it to create the leaderboard, but you can get the yardage to the golf hole as you're going along also?
Absolutely. There are two screens in the GPS functionality. The first is a zoomed in of the green, which has got front, middle, and back of the green with accurate yardage. And then there's an overview map as well, where you can actually zoom in. You can actually pick a particular feature or hazard and touch the screen on that hazard, and it'll show you exactly the distance to that hazard. So, there are two elements to that as well. And that's accessible not just from the scoring device, the device that's being allocated for the scoring of that group, but also for anybody within that group as well. The GPS will work within there as well.
Okay, Jason Stoop is with us, the managing director for VPAR, the world's #1 golf app, real-time leaderboards, GPS and course planner, and of course you can keep track of your stats, your performance on the golf course. Very affordable too. It's $8.99 in US. And Jason Stoop, thank you very much. And give us that website. Is it VPAR.com?
That's right, VPAR.com, Charlie. VPAR.com. Check us out, and also, it's available in the store. So, thanks so much for having me on.
You're welcome, Jason Stoop, and it's past your bedtime, buddy. I think it's what? You said it's 1:30 a.m. just south of London in the UK, and we appreciate you staying up and spending this time and sharing this exciting new app for our smartphones in golf. Thank you, Jason.
Well, thanks, Charlie. I need my beauty sleep, so best go. Thanks very much.
Okay.